Hey, it's Meg. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's junk journal with me, we're going to be doing day 5 of the Junk Journal July challenge, which is fold out. And today, in the collaboration, Katie Moody, who designed all of the beautiful graphics for this challenge, is sharing her take on the prompts. So be sure to check out that link down below to the playlist. And you can also catch up on the previous videos as well. They're all there for you to enjoy as we go through this challenge. So today I'm doing fold out, and I was just gluing down there the tag from yesterday's prompt because I was debating whether or not I wanted that to be a bit of a interactive element and a tip in, and I just decided to glue it down because I just wanted something flat for this journal. I just wasn't feeling it. So this page, I struggled a bit to kind of get started with what I wanted the fold out element to be. I tried experimenting with a couple of different things, so some different papers. At first I had this brown paper bag and I thought I might do like a fold out page within the journal, a bit like a tip in, but it was just feeling like the wrong thing to use. Every piece of paper and thing that I tried was just feeling like it wasn't quite right, but I had to go through those in order to kind of find what I actually wanted to do on the page, if that makes sense. So it's quite good to kind of push through and see where different ideas will take me, and I think sometimes it's good to just ask like a what if question. So like, what if I was to put this paint here, or what if I was to staple something to the page, and even if I have to pull it back off, like you'll see I stapled something to the page and had to tear it off and rip out the staples, so I now have a lovely hole in my journal. But going through that kind of got me to the place where I was on the page, if that makes sense. So I do enjoy going through that process and trying to figure out what I want to do, because I didn't really have like a concrete idea in my head of what I wanted to do for this page or where I wanted to go. I was really unsure. Like I said, I was trying lots of different things. So here's my second attempt with this more like natural sort of neutral paper here, but again, it wasn't feeling like the right thing for this page. I think I was feeling like I wanted to do fold out but not cover the page. I was really wanting to make sure that I could kind of see everything going on, and I think that's the barrier that I was coming up against, was that everything I was putting on the page was kind of creating a bit of an obstruction, and I just didn't want that for the page. So this pink paper here is a bit thinner and sort of see-through, and I thought, oh, maybe that might be like a good thing to use, because you can still kind of have a bit of that it's not transparent, like translucency almost on the page, and have that layering effect. So this is what I ended up stapling to the page, but I wasn't really enjoying that either. So the whole thing was a big process, and like I've said in previous videos, I do like to just leave this in so you can see kind of the full effect each day of what's going on with these pages. I then had this napkin, and this is where I kind of started to get into the groove a little bit with what I wanted to do with this page. So I love using napkins where you sort of tear off the different layers you'll see here, so you get the real like thin bit at the top, and especially because this one just had like a white background, when I glued it to the page it really like blended in and created a nice textured sort of focal image, or even a bit of a background really to this page. And I think that's what I was lacking, was just something to anchor on with the page. It kind of felt like everything was like floating a little bit, so to have this on the page I think really helped. I did end up putting some white paint on the page first, because I was just trying to think, how can I bring everything together and make it a little bit more cohesive with how I was doing things. So I just decided to start focusing on the background element here, so pushing a lot of that text and the floral images back. You can still see bits and pieces of them, but it's just a way to almost like bring everything onto the one layer, whilst also pushing it back into the background a little bit as well. So that was just what I was trying to do here whilst I was thinking about how much of the napkin I was wanting to include on the page and where I wanted to put it.
I would be up waiting for you if you had to leave. I would wait a lifetime if you were at sea. I just wanna say that I feel that our love is real. Maybe we should hurry up and seal the deal. Oh, oh, I just wanna love you right. Oh, oh, love you till the end of time. I just wanna hold you for forever. Every day you're making me better. 'Cause a love like this is rare, and I wanna take you there. I would give it all away to do it all again. Make our love a story that would never end. Never thought I'd feel so alive, looking in your eyes. I just wanna love you till the day I die. Oh, oh, I just wanna love you right. Oh, oh, love you till the end of time. I just wanna hold you for forever. Every day you're making me better. 'Cause a love like this is rare, and I wanna take you there. If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you. If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you. If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you. If I'm gonna love somebody, I just wanna love you. Oh, oh, I just wanna love you right. Oh, oh, love you till the end of time. I just wanna hold you for forever. Every day you're making me better. 'Cause a love like this is rare, and I wanna take you there.
So the fold out element that I added to my page was actually a piece of plastic. It was some packaging that I had on my desk, and amongst all the other papers that I had on my desk, I thought that it would actually be a really nice addition to the page and a lot more subtle in terms of a fold out. So I'm just adding some lettering here with these black letter stickers that I got from Hamer. And I just thought this would be a nice way to add text to the plastic bit, so then it kind of folds up and you still get that effect. This way then it also wasn't covering up any of the napkin and the details of the page, so you can still see through to all of that, but it still includes that fold out element. So this is probably one of the like looser interpretations I've done of one of these junk journal prompts, but it's just, as you can see, like a way to just start a page process. It doesn't have to necessarily be like an all-out kind of representation of the prompt. It can just be a small bit of inspiration that, you know, gets me started, because I wouldn't have created this without initially thinking about what I wanted to do for the fold out prompt. So yeah, it's not some all singing, all dancing fold out piece. It just got me thinking about the way I wanted to lay out the page, and I eventually settled on this clear sort of transparent element as a way of adding a little bit more interest to the page. And then finally, just to give a bit more clarity to the text, I decided to grab this scrap of book paper that I had painted pink at some point. It just matched the colours that I've got going on in the spread, and I thought that would look quite nice behind the word, just to really bring that out as a focal point of the page, and add some more contrast as well behind the lettering so that you could really see it pop on the page. And the pop of colour as well was quite nice for tying everything in together. But that is pretty much everything that I did for today's prompt of fold out. I'd love to know down below in the comments what you guys have done for fold out. As always, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.